Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So in today's one, I'm going to be showing you all how to use the infotainment system on this new Volvo XC60. Now on this XC60 you get 9-inch colorful display, and for the first time you get an inbuilt Android operating system, and which is why you see Google Maps that has been given. Not just that, you also get the Google Assistant, so you can even use the voice controls and everything. So I'm going to come to that and show you a quick demo of that too. But first let me show you the maps. So when you go in, you also need the internet, so it can show you actually the maps, or you can just download them offline and then you can use it. Then you can go into the settings, which are the main settings from here, or when you go in the map you can search everything in here, your quick options for your point of interest, so your fuel, your food, shopping or cafeterias and stuff. And then there is the settings for your Google Maps also, so all those, if you're using the Android Auto, you will be familiar with that. Your settings, you go inside, there is the route option, then there is the offline maps, so yeah, you can use like that. And then this is the button for coming back to your home screen, just like your iPhone and iPads, where you have this button. And then there is the radio option. You go inside and you will see your radio option. You go down and then you can see a list of different radios that has been automatically scanned by the car. You can favorite those radio stations also. There is also the settings in here where you can have your alarm, warning, traffic, news, all of that will be played on your radio, and it would interrupt, and if there is any emergency warning or anything, it would just interrupt and put that first. And then you can press this and then you can go directly into the radio options. Then we go back and we have the Apple CarPlay, so you get just the Apple CarPlay, which is the wired option, and because there is Android system already in here, so there is no need of the Android Auto. But you can connect your phone using the Bluetooth if you have the Android phones, and then yes, you can utilize the various features that are given on this one. So the Apple CarPlay would only connect when there is an Apple phone connected to this system. And then there is the car status, which will show you the tire pressures across the car on all four wheels, and then the oil, if it's all right, it's all clean and everything. So then we go back, then you can press this menu option and you will see the different logos which are given out here, and then they are categorized. So this is the Google Assistant, I wrongly pressed it. But you can go into the maps, you can go into the Bluetooth player, your radio, your podcast. Again, that's all the Google Podcast, the Google News, all of that when you have internet. Then there is the phone, Apple CarPlay, Google Assistant, car status, air quality, that you can see how good the quality of air is inside the car. So currently it's good, it is showing me. And yeah, even the outside air quality is shown, so how much is outside, your particulate matter 2.5, 10 NO2, O3, SO2, sulfur oxide, then carbon monoxide, all of that. So that is all shown in here. Actually, that's pretty deep in terms of the various values that it shows. And then Play Store, so you can, like your phones, you can even download your apps to this infotainment screen directly and then use it. So which is why there's no need of Android Auto. You can directly download all the apps in here and then use them like you would use on your phones. And as I was mentioning about the Google Assistant, so let me show you a couple of demos about how this Google Assistant works. So hey Google, set temperature to 18.
All right, changing the temperature to 18 degrees.
Hey Google, open settings.
Okay, opening settings.
Hey Google, open radio.
Okay, opening radio.
So as you saw the demo, like you can pretty much open the basic options while you are on the move. So yeah, it's not that distracting when you're driving this car, and you can directly access some pretty quick menu options from in here. Then next to that there's a camera button, so you can activate the 360-degree camera system, and it's pretty good that way. It's crisp, it's pretty clear, and you can select the different views from in here. The side view if you want to see, and these are the parking sensors if you want to activate or deactivate them, your rear auto brakes, and then there is the settings option inside where you want the wheel guidelines. If you switch it off, there won't be any those yellow markers that you saw. Then the volume, how the warnings should be, how loud that should be, so you can change that also. And if you're driving below 15 kilometers per hour, it would actually even keep showing you the speed all the time if you want on the screen. And out here you will see your air conditioning options. So the current temperature is set to 18 on both the sides, so you get dual zone air conditioning system on this XC60, but the air conditioning system is controlled from this infotainment screen. So when you press this, you are led into this air conditioning control, so you can change the temperature from here. And I really like the fact that, you know, instead of saying the driver, it mentions the owner, and then there is the passenger side. So as I said, it's dual zone, but you can even sync it all, so it's synced with the driver, and now it shows driver. Then there is the fan option in here where you can change the fan speed, different fan speeds from here, keep it max or switch it off. And on top you will find the rear defogging options, the front ones, the AC options, the AC recirculation of air, and in the middle you will find the flow of air. So when you press that, the different flow of air, you can decide where you want, in your legs or on top or in front of your face from these vents which are given on either side, and also on the opposite sides on the driver and the passenger side. And not just that, on top you also get the rear air conditioning control, so you can control the temperature, but that's all synced to the driver in the front and the passenger. So you can even change it from the rear also, that temperature, that will change it for the driver here in the front and also for the passenger. And you can even change the fan speed from here, so that's your control for the rear. And then the parking, where you can start the air purification from in here, and then we come to the main screen for the air conditioning. Then you can go inside, and then there is the air quality sensor that you can switch on, then the rear defroster that you can switch on if you want de-icing at startup, and then the recirculation timer. So the automatically this recirculation would be switched off once you reach that set time. So all that options are on this one. And then there is, let me come to the main screen, and then there is this settings option where you will find all your settings related to the car. So first one is your driving, where you will see your drive mode, so you can just press off-road. There's only one single mode given on this XC60. Then there is the steering assist, which is your pilot assist, so it will help you in steering in case you want to keep your car in the lane. And then there is the safety assistance, which is your lane keeping aid. Again, you can switch it on and off. Your ready to drive notifications, your drive dynamics, so you can change the sensitivity of the steering from here. If you want to have a firm feeling of the steering, or you want to keep the steering light, you can change all that from here by just using this toggle button. Then when we go back again into the settings, then there is the sound option where you can optimize the sound system from here. So you get 12 speaker Harman Kardon sound system on this XC60, and it sounds incredible. And then you can set the surround sound levels, then you can optimize the seat for driver, all or the rear, or you can even customize or switch off the speakers in the front or in the rear, whichever you want. And all of that you can customize from here. Then your treble, bass, subwoofer, all of that settings that you can change from here. And then the next one, we come to the connectivity, which is your Bluetooth. You can add your connections from here if you want any of your connections in here. Then you go back and there is the car sim data. You can switch that on, and then you can put the card in here, so you can use the Google Assistant and also the various Google systems that are given, your maps and everything from in here. Let me go again, and then there is the Wi-Fi option. If your car is around certain Wi-Fi connections, you can use that too inside of this one. Then there is the controls option where you will have your automatic headrest fold, so you can press this button, and as you can hear, it folds the headrest for you from here. So it's not automatic actually, but like you have to press it and then it would fold the headrest for you. But it's just like when you're driving, and if you want to quickly fold these headrests, you can do that from here. Then your wiper service position, when I press that, the wipers would come on top, like straighten. And then the mirror auto dimming, your auto passenger seat, your wireless charger that you can switch on and off from here. Okay, and then the locking features where you want to unlock the doors, your auto close sunroof cover, auto lock while driving, all of that on and off. The display options where you can have the different information on your screen, the trip information, the heads up display you can switch on and off from here. You can adjust it, the rotation and the position and brightness. Then the lights, so there are interior mood lights, you can set the intensity of that, the welcome light, and at the bottom the SOS button, so if you want to keep it activated or you can deactivate it also. So you can press from this toggle switch and activate or deactivate that one. Then there is the profiles option where you can customize your own profile and keep everything. So you can connect your Volvo Cars app, so you can download the app and get all the notifications about your car, or you can control your car from that app itself, like basically switching on and off the car, your locking of the car and everything, and even connecting the media services of your phone to the car. Then the accounts, if you go inside, you will see your accounts of the owner that has been registered with this one. And then the screen lock, if you want to screen lock your car and then have like a pin, again that's more like the Android operating system. If you are using that, you will know that. Then the speed limit, if you want to have the car to beep you at a certain speed limit, then it will do that for you. Then you come to the privacy, you have your location data, so all of that is again here. Then your Volvo privacy settings that you can change from here, your pilot assist, emergency call, or then your road sign information, bug report, location data, adaptive cruise control, all of that. You can see all that information from here. Then there is the defaults app, then there is the app permission, show all apps. Again, that's all very familiar to you if you are used to using the Android system. Then there is the Google option where you can services on this device include Google Assistant and send your feedback to Google from here. So yeah, if there was ever an issue in this infotainment screen, you can send that report to Google. Then there is the systems option where you will find your languages and input. You can set your keyboard options and everything from in here, autofill service, keyboard. Then the units that you can change from here, so your fuel consumption to kilometers per liter, then your speed to miles per hour, or temperature to degrees or Fahrenheit, imperial system, US system, your security status, about your software update. Again, that will be your Android Auto or the system that has been running on this one. So right now it's all up to date. Then your accessibility, your storage options, so it shows me how much storage is there, your system storage, your music, other files and everything in here. You can even store things on this infotainment screen. Reset options, then your legal information, and the bug report that you can send in case again there is some problem with this infotainment screen. And then you come out, and on top there is also more options. So when you scroll down, you can see your notifications if there are any. Then you can log out the current user, whoever it is, and then you can put your own profile in here. So this is again, yeah, something like the Android operating system. And on top it shows you the signal quality, your location data and everything. So that's pretty much your infotainment screen that has been given on this XC60. It's actually pretty easier to use. Again, as I said, if you are used to Android Auto, this is going to be pretty easy, but more or less it's still this nearly identical system which was present in the previous generation. It's just that now it's more filled with easier options like your maps and everything that is inbuilt. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Give this video a thumbs up and thank you for watching this video, and please consider sharing this video if you found this video to be helpful. Now, if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you can click here, and if you want to watch more videos, then click here. I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care and stay safe.